Barca wanted Neymar, PSG wouldn't sell. Barcelona did everything in their power to satisfy Ernesto Valverde's demands for Neymar, but the Catalan club were not able to complete the move as PSG rejected all their offers. Valverde's side were linked with Neymar since the beginning of the summer transfer window after it emerged that the Brazilian wanted to leave the Ligue 1 side only 2 years after joining them from Barcelona in a €222 million deal. The Catalans were ready to bring him back to the new camp. Grau even traveled to Paris alongside sporting director Eric Abidal and executive Javier Bordas to discuss a deal with PSG sporting director Leonardo. But Neymar finally stayed at the Parc des Princes. Grau said on Thursday that the Brazilian was a special request of Valverde, but they were unable to satisfy his demands as they believed that PSG didn't really want to part ways with the 27-year-old forward. Neymar was a request from the coaching staff and the manager. The club did everything in our power to bring Neymar, but in a sustainable way. We offered different alternatives to PSG, but they rejected all, Grau said during a news conference to present the club audit for the 2018 to 2019 campaign. We made a very strong bet to sign Neymar. The club did everything possible to bring Neymar with 2 offers, one including players and one without players, but in a sustainable way. But the feeling is that the PSG never wanted to sell him. Grau also confirmed that Barcelona tried to sign Matthias de Ligt from Ajax to bolster their back line, but the Dutch centre-back snubbed them to move instead to Juventus to earn more money. We made an offer, but he preferred to go to Juventus where he got a better net salary due to Italian taxation. The club CEO also said that they don't plan to make any additions during the January transfer window following a busy summer in which they spent more than €200 million on Antoine Griezmann. We don't have a plan to sign a player in January, Grau added before suggesting that they would study the possibility if needed. Barcelona issued their fiscal year report during a news conference on Thursday, claiming record profit of €990 million, $1.089 billion. The club set a goal for 2019-20 season of €1.047 billion, $1.152 billion, which would mean surpassing the €1 billion barrier a year earlier than expected. Liverpool stayed perfect with nervous win at Chelsea. Leaders Liverpool maintained their perfect start to the Premier League season as they staved off a second-half fight back from Chelsea to secure a 2-1 win at Stamford Bridge that left them 5 points clear at the summit. Liverpool opened a 2-goal lead in the first half as Trent Alexander-Arnold and Roberto Firmino found the net from clever free kicks, before Jurgen Klopp's side showed just enough resilience after the break to keep Chelsea at bay. Chelsea made a spirited fight back in the second half, pulling a goal back with a superb effort from N'Golo Kanté, but they missed late chances to equalize and fell to a second defeat of the season that left them 10 points off the pace in 11th. They were denied an equalizer by VAR after 26 minutes when Cesar Azpilicueta bundled the ball in only for replays to show that Mason Mount had strayed a fraction offside in the build-up, swiftly curtailing the home crowd's raucous celebrations. There were numerous positives to take from the game, even if his side are still without a home league win this season. Real Madrid's bounce-back win a sign of things to come. A towering header from Karim Benzema gave Real Madrid an impressive 1-0 win at Sevilla to go level on points at the top of La Liga on Sunday, offering the perfect response to their recent humiliating Champions League defeat at Paris Saint-Germain. Benzema gave the visitors the lead against former Real coach Julen Lopetegui's Sevilla midway through the second half in a tense game, timing his jump to perfection to meet a cross from Dani Carvajal on the byline and send the ball high into the net. Sevilla's former Madrid striker Javier Hernandez put the ball in the net for the hosts late in the game, but his effort was correctly ruled out for offside, and Real hung on to claim their first win at the Sanchez-Pizjuan Stadium in 5 seasons. The victory saw Madrid climb into second place on 11 points after 5 games, level with leaders Athletic Bilbao, while Sevilla tumbled from top spot at the start of the weekend to 5th on 10 points. Real Madrid never loses its hunger or its desire to win, Captain Sergio Ramos told reporters. We knew how difficult this game would be, but we arrived with a very strong mentality and intent on committing as few errors as possible. Leaders Liverpool maintained their perfect start to the Premier League season as they staved off a second-half fight back from Chelsea to secure a 2-1 win at Stamford Bridge that left them 5 points clear at the summit. Liverpool opened a 2-goal lead in the first half as Trent Alexander-Arnold and Roberto Firmino found the net from clever free kicks, before Jurgen Klopp's side showed just enough resilience after the break to keep Chelsea at bay. Chelsea made a spirited fight back in the second half, pulling a goal back with a superb effort from N'Golo Kanté, but they missed late chances to equalize and fell to a second defeat of the season that left them 10 points off the pace in 11th. Man United have fallen so far that defeats to West Ham are no longer a surprise. Here was a time when Manchester United would lose at places like West Ham and it was considered a shock. They lost at the London Stadium last season and, on the basis of that and Sunday's 2-0 defeat, it is likely they will lose here again before re-establishing themselves as Premier League title challengers. It has been a long 6 years since Sir Alex Ferguson retired a champion, and the road back to the top does not look like it's coming to an end soon. Who travelled south from Manchester early on Sunday, capable defensively but does not create enough chances or score enough goals. It was the same against Leicester 8 days ago and, against Astana in the Europa League on Thursday. The summer transfer business tells everything about the strengths and weaknesses of the squad. Solskjaer spent £130 million on Harry Maguire and Aaron Wan-Bissaka and there has been improvement defensively. But Ander Herrera left for PSG and, forwards Romelu Lukaku and Alexis Sanchez departed for Inter, with only £15 million youngster Dan James coming in to offset the loss. It said everything about the health of the squad and, United chased an equaliser with Jesse Lingard at centre forward supported by James. Marcus Rashford had Alria. Die limped off to join a growing injury list that includes Paul Pogba,